Hello everyone, good evening, and this is a video that I'm making for a product that I have been using for quite some time, which is the GABIT Ring. So firstly, as a disclaimer, this is an unscripted version of the video, and I don't believe in scripts. I go as I think, right? So definitely a lot of things here in question because firstly I'm not a tech guru, and this video is not being sponsored, or I do not have any financial gains out of this video from the company itself, but it is just, you would say, an awareness type of a video that I make on my channel from time to time. And if you subscribe to my channel, or if you have been to my channel before, I had unboxed a couple of things, but this is definitely not an unboxing video. So first off, smartwatch ring, right? So I'm showing you the smartwatch because there are some benefits and there are some cons of it as well. And I'm talking about the GABIT Ring, which comes with a sensor. So as you can see, this is how it looks. And first and foremost, I would like to say that GABIT does a great job when you first order for the ring. It is the first thing that you get is a ring sizing kit, so that you know which finger you want it for, you want to wear it on, what is the size of your finger, and likewise you can order. So definitely this is one of those things that is very essential when we are talking about the size of our fingers, right? So I am into a lot of rings, but only one of them is the smart ring that I'm talking about today. So don't go into any other thing that I have on my fingers. So based on, just to start off, I would say that I have been using the GABIT Ring as well as the smartwatch for quite some time. The smartwatch has some pros and cons. The pros being that it records my steps, it records my sleep, it records my SpO2 level, that is my blood oxygen level, and exercise, and so on and so forth. Along with that, it also you can connect to Bluetooth, and you can use it for calling and receiving calls and making calls as well. So these are the pros of the smartwatch. But when it comes to the cons are, I have often seen that though I have slept for XYZ hours, the smartwatch does not recognize my sleep. It doesn't give me a breakdown of how much of sleep, deep sleep, light sleep, everything. It does not give me a bifurcation as such. It just shows that this many hours that you have slept. But most of the time what happens is it misses out on count in steps, count in hours of sleep, and so on and so forth, right? Now let's come to GABIT. GABIT is actually made in India. Gourav Gupta being the CEO of the company. Thank you, bro. And a big call out to you, because definitely you came up with something which is, firstly, it is affordable. At least being an Indian, that is what we look at. It's not very costly when it comes to smart rings. Out in the market, we have got rings which are very costly, but definitely this is one of those things which is affordable. Secondly, it comes in titanium, so it is very strong. And the other thing is that even if you can't wear a watch 24/7, you can always wear a ring. So it can't get smaller than this, as I understand. So yeah, and the best thing that I like about GABIT, that I am more confident about, there are other features that are there which I'm not focused on that much at this point in time. The thing is, GABIT gives me the sleep hours. It breaks it down into parts, like how much of deep sleep did I have, which is also for generalized purposes. It says sound sleep, light sleep, and if you had broken sleep, like intermittent sleep, it also breaks down the time frame when you had been awake. Like, say for example, you saw a dream or a nightmare and you woke up, and naturally that would not be counted in the sleep. So it bifurcates everything into steps. So the sleep is perfectly monitored, firstly. Secondly, it monitors stress. SpO2 level, definitely there. Then we talk about heart rate, and then we come to BPM, that is beats per minute, a different calculation. Then we have resting heart rate, which is like, say for example, now I'm sitting down, I'm not walking or I'm not doing anything, and because I'm speaking, definitely that is, there is a form of exertion there, so it will be more of a part of resting heart rate. When you are sitting, you are not moving about, and that is what is called resting. So resting heart rate is the average of the time when you are sitting or you are asleep, all those things calculated when you are not in motion. That is called resting heart rate. And then we have got other things like calorie counts, right? So what you can do is, there are two options available in the Ring app. You can sync it to Android, you can sync it to what do you say, iOS. So that is not a problem at all when it comes to that. The best thing is that calorie count, you can either type it in manually, like if you had in breakfast you had milk and cornflakes or something of that sort, you can either type it in, or there is also an option where you can click on the speaker option and then you can just speak it on the phone and it will automatically pick it up. The best thing that I like about the calorie and the food intake and all those things that you have there is, it shows you which is healthy for you as a green icon, radio button type of thing, what is bad for you in a red icon. So being a diabetic, like for me, definitely anything which does not or is does not actually work for me and which is unhealthy for me, maybe sweets and stuff like that, anything sugar and anything desserts maybe, that would be definitely a red for me. And if everything, and you can do it on a daily basis, you can just, after having breakfast, you can just press on the speaker and you can say that I had this. Then after lunch you can say I had this, tea and dinner, right? So it calculates all your calorie intake that you have taken. And activity part, it also tracks your steps, and at the same time it also shows you a graphical, a circular representation that says how much of calories you have burnt with the number of steps you have taken. So in a way, what you can do is, if you take the data of the calories that you have consumed and the calorie that you have burned, it should be as close as possible to ensure that there is you burn the calories that you are taking in, right? It doesn't mean that you are depositing it in the form of fat or anything of the sort in your body, which might be detrimental for you in the long run. So definitely all these things, SpO2 I already spoke about. It also gives you your skin temperature. It also gives you your what do you say, your heart rate in different formats, and so on. So these are the primary things that I'm focused on, which is really great because you can track it on a daily basis, weekly basis, and a monthly basis. The only thing that you need to remember is it has to be on 24/7. Before it dies out, the power dies out, instead of blinking green in the segments inside, you will see that it will be blinking red. That means the power is somewhere around 10 or 12% and it needs to be charged, right? So you can actually look at your finger at times when it blinks, and you can figure it out. Also in the app, once you go into the details of all your data, on the top left hand corner on the icon, you will see that how much battery is there, right? So you can always ensure that your ring is charged and totally functional, and it doesn't catch you off guard. Say for example, you're wearing your ring and the battery has died out. It doesn't mean, it means simply that it will not record any data and so on, right? So at the end of the day, I would definitely say that I have uh, I have observed pros and pros and pros on the ring side. And as I said, there are some pros and cons when it comes to smartwatch, right? And I'm not a techie, as I said, I'm just a skeptic person who is using a product for the first time. Definitely what I do is, when I do the unboxing, whatever the product, whatever the company says, like It is supposed to be unbreakable. So what I did was, the first thing, I'm sorry to say that, when I took it out of the box, I chucked it as hard as I can against the wall. Nothing happened. It was working fine, right? I bathe with it. I wash my hands, everything. I have taken a dip in a river with this on. Nothing whatsoever. The only thing that I have is, because I am wearing two other rings with this finger, so definitely when they rub against each other, there is a little bit of discoloration, and for that GABIT also offers you a solution, which is like going for the ring protector, which is just a silicon band over the ring, so that it doesn't go through normal wear and tear, it doesn't get any scratches and so on. The other thing that it comes that is beneficial for this ring is this is the charging cable. One side you can plug it on to a mobile charger or a computer or anything which has got a USB option. The other side is a type C, right? So type C is the best thing, because if you go by the smartwatches thing, most of them have a different type of charger which you can't use with every device, right? So it comes with a USB port, but on the other end there are some magnetic stuff which is not C type or anything, that you can't plug into your watch or anything. It has to be stuck there, right? And this is the GABIT charging case, right? So definitely one of those things. And if you open it up, you can actually see grooves inside. If you are able to see it, there are some grooves at the top. This should fit exactly with the grooves on your ring. So once you place it in, it starts charging. There is a small indicator here, it keeps blinking blue, and once it is charged, we are good to go. The only problem is, once it is charged, the light does not go off, so you have to observe your phone app, just to ensure that it has reached 100%, and then you can take it off the charger. That is the only pro I would say that I have come across. Other than that, definitely one of the best products that I have come across, made in India, and what more would you ask for it? And coming in 13,000 for the ring, 13,000 odd, 13,100 something. There are some discounts and offers going on, so definitely it will come to somewhere around 13,000 rupees, which is perfectly fine. You can use it, and definitely for people who are very health conscious, and people like me who have diabetes and stuff like that, and we have to watch our food intake and everything, the calorie intake, and how much we burn out, and how many steps we are taking, how fast we means it depends, because as a diabetic I have to take walks every now and then on a daily basis. That is to ensure that I cover at least a minimal thing. The only thing that I would say is GABIT also, because unfortunately I don't sleep more than 5 to 6 hours at night. So because of that, GABIT helps me understand that whether the sleep was good, it was deep and heavy or not, and definitely indicates how to improve on sleep. And one of the things that that is PEP, is one of the AI that is linked to the ring as well as the app on the phone. So what happens is, if it detects that your sleep was less than required, if your stress level is too high, yeah, I forgot, stress was one of those things that I am also concerned about. Like, so stress is too high, then it actually gives you an option with a highlight that says, since you are stressed, please click on this link. It will take you to a video which will help you help with the guidance, like how to sleep properly, what to avoid, and also how to control your stress by meditating, doing pranayam and stuff like that, right? So there are a lot of things there, and I would definitely recommend that all of us, every person, irrespective of the age, please ensure that you use such gadgets which are available in the market, just to ensure that you're healthy, you're fit, and you're living a good life. That's all for me. I'm sorry for taking this long for doing this video. We are nearing the 15-minute mark, and thank you for listening me out. And if you're interested, definitely reach out to GABIT. I'll be posting the link for their website on the description part of this video. You can definitely go through it and go to the website and check it out. And stay healthy, stay fit and strong, and keep going, keep doing well for yourself. Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.